Hey, hey. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the UnLEMited podcast. The ball is in your court sports segment edition. I'm your host, Lem James, and I got a very, very special guest with me tonight. Got my boy Izak Malachi in the building. Say what up, bro.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Appreciate you having me, bro.
You already know what it is, man. As I was saying earlier today, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that supported what I was doing, supported the UnLEMited podcast before it was even set up. Everybody that supported the brand, bought shirt, bought mask. Even if you shared, liked, comment, or anything on my post regarding my podcast, it's definitely appreciated. Shout out to my team as well. My girlfriend Erica, my boy Rufus Ferguson, part of the production, and my boy Aunt Major also was part of the production. So I appreciate those, and I also appreciate everybody that was holding me accountable as well in getting started. So I know it's been a long time coming. No, but we definitely here now. So I'm definitely excited. And as y'all know, we've been out of sports for about 4 to 5 months, and I'm definitely excited and geeked to know that the NBA is back. So, shout out to Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, for putting out a good way of starting back up the NBA. Of course, he actually put a lot of thought behind it by creating the NBA bubble and also the guidelines to protect players and the media, the reporters, the coaches, and the staff. So I definitely appreciate him on that, man. So I'm gonna ask you, Izak Malachi, what do you think about Adam Silver, man, and his relationship with the players, bro? Because he's definitely a good commissioner.
Man, best commissioner in all of sports, man.
Yeah.
Just the way he did the NBA bubble, you see that baseball is canceling games and everything because they don't have a bubble. So for him to even come up with the idea of having a bubble to where it's just the media, the players, coaches, just keep everybody safe according to the CDC guidelines. It's great, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Because as the NBA season approached, was vastly approaching. I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, they don't know. They don't know. Oh man, the production look like it's gonna be weak. Oh man, don't feel like it's gonna be like a real NBA season again, man. Ain't no fans, ain't no." But the NBA done a great job, man. The virtual fan club they got going on, where you can pretty much be almost at the game, or at least feel like you at the game, man. With the monitors, with the fans and the crowd noise when the team get a turnover, like they at home. So man, they absolutely did a great job. You could tell they took the time out to actually try to come up with something to make it as close to a live NBA game as possible, man. And I definitely got to say that I'm excited. And you know they started off the season with a big bang, the Battle of LA, LeBron versus Kawhi, AD versus PG, and the rest of them. For real, nah, but I'm definitely NBA definitely came back with a bang, man. So what was your thoughts, man, on the season opener between the Lakers and the Clippers, bro?
Man, it was a good one, man. AD definitely started off hot. LeBron, he had a slow start, but we all know with 45 months, year 17, 35 years old, he trying to feed his big boy, you know what I'm saying?
Boy.
LeBron been there, done that. So he just trying to get the ball to AD, get him started, and then he can go from there and get everybody else going. But I think the game was great, man.
That's definitely a fact, man. I was definitely entertained, and it came down like we thought. Came down to a close game, a one possession game, man. But my takeaways was, of course, LeBron James came out, and everybody knows that he's gonna have the offense running through Anthony Davis. He don't have any egotistical problems to where he got to be that guy all the time. So he definitely came out, got Anthony Davis going. He was cooking. And then on the other end, you had Kawhi Leonard bussing whoever was on him, minus the times LeBron was on him when LeBron actually locked in on defense and everything. Then you also got Paul George scoring 30 easy. He getting a bucket whenever he want, on whoever he want. Again, when it mattered the most, LeBron got on him and kind of shut some more of that down. But the Clippers also was missing Montrezl Harrell, which is a high energy guy, rebounder, offensive guy, offensive board. Lou Williams, he'll come and give you 30 on any given night. So definitely can't ignore the fact that they lost two of their key players and Lakers only won by 2. So that's definitely one of the takeaways. What do you think about, man? What do you think about Kyle Kuzma, man, and his play in these games leading up to the playoffs?
Kyle Kuzma been good. The game against the Clippers, he had 16 points, 7 rebounds. He definitely shot well, 4 of 8, 4 of 5 from 4 of 7 from three, which is good. Kyle Kuzma can get buckets, but we definitely got to see more defense for Kyle Kuzma, because they definitely gonna need that come playoffs time, especially when you playing PG
Right.
and Kawhi. You got to put somebody on them, because it was putting, getting switch on Kawhi like Caruso and,
Yeah. KCP.
and KCP too little. That's the easy fade bucket for Kawhi.
Right.
But
He see that and his eyes gonna light up
he's-
immediately.
Exactly. So Kyle Kuzma, he about 6'8", 6'9". If he work on his defense, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop PG or Kawhi, but definitely got to put a taller person on him. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron can definitely guard PG and Kawhi, but that'll take a lot of energy.
Right, and he can't guard both at the same time the whole game.
Exactly.
One or the other gonna go off, if not both as well. So, I mean, Kyle Kuzma is the wild card for the LA Lakers, but I also think that Dion Waiters being inserted into the lineup. Of course, I'm a big Dion Waiters fan too, but I told people when they picked him up, Dion Waiters, he needed a new look, a new fresh start with a different team, because he was down there with my boys in Miami, and things starting to go south, with the plane incident or whatnot. But it's good to see, and I'm proud of Dion for bouncing back and still being able to land a job in LA, man. And he's seizing the opportunity, bro. He came out there. They put him in the game. They know Dion can dribble, he can score, and he can also play make, but he's also a dog too. So he kind of elevates his team to become dogs as well, man. So he was out there getting a bucket. And if Kuzma and Caruso and them start to slip a little bit, I really believe Dion Waiters' minutes will go up, bro. Especially since Avery Bradley is not there. Dion Waiters is a little bigger than Caruso and them, body wise, so he can hold his own a little better on defense. Not saying Caruso can't, because he's a good high energy guy. He can knock down shots, and he has a high IQ, and him and LeBron has a great chemistry together too. Who's another one that we could talk about? Because, well, for the Clippers, you can bring up Reggie Jackson, because Reggie Jackson is a legitimate starting point guard on probably about 20 teams. 20 other teams in the NBA he could start. I'm sure he went to the Clippers because he wanted to win a championship. Of course, he's gonna take a lesser role than what he's capable of, which is a starter. But anything to sacrifice for championships, man, he gonna get a lot of minutes too, because, when teams start to press up on Pat Bev, and if he not be able to score, he not be able to play make, they gonna have to bring somebody in to spread the floor for Kawhi and Paul George, as well as Montrezl Harrell, bro. So Reggie Jackson, and then of course you got Pat Bev, who is a tenacious defender, high energy guy. He know his role, his main role while he in the game is to get on the opponent's nerve and to knock down shots while he open, but also have that infectious energy that he can give off to everybody, and everybody take on that mentality as well, man. So that was definitely a great game. Major takeaways, if I could break it down, would be even though Montrezl Harrell didn't play, he can't stop Anthony Davis either. Even though he's better at being guarding Anthony Davis than whoever they had on them, Zubats or Markieff Morris or any of those guys. Of course, Montrezl Harrell, he's leaner, he's meaner, he's tougher, got more grit. So it'll be harder for AD, but he can't stop AD either. But I can't discount him not being there as not being a factor. So I definitely got to throw that in. But AD was looking unstoppable for the first 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, he laid a complete goose egg. I don't know what that's about. I definitely have to watch more of the Lakers games in these 8 games to see what was going on with that, whether he was out of rhythm or whether he wasn't feeling it or he got cold, or maybe if the double teams that the Clippers threw at him affected him. You know what I mean? So you got that. And then another takeaway is Kawhi Leonard is going to be efficient if you can't get LeBron to guard him all game. Or if you can't get LeBron to guard Paul George all game, and you're not gonna be able to. So them guys are gonna get their points on the KCPs, the Carusos, the Kyle Kuzmas. So Lakers really just have to stay close, until the fourth quarter, where LeBron can kind of exert more effort on defense, on either stopping or trying to stop Kawhi Leonard and Paul George as well. And AD, he can switch on to any one of them either, but you don't want him using all of his energy either. So, Man, it's definitely a toss up, man. Hopefully they both can get to the Western Conference Finals so we can see that it's gonna be a barn burner for sure, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's facts.
And then even though I thought LeBron had a pedestrian game, it's pretty lethargic, but he did make the biggest plays of the game with the of course the game winning layup, and then he came down and he locked up on Kawhi, and then he gave it up to Paul George, and then he locked up on Paul George while looking at the clock to see how much time he had left. Very impressive. That's noted. He did that and he locked him up, walked off the court like it wasn't nothing. I'm like, look at this dude. This dude, wild, man. This dude, wild. But he definitely did that, man. But he definitely gonna have to play a better game than that come playoff times if they play the Clippers. 16, even though 16, 16 and 11 and 7 is okay for somebody else. That's not relatively good for LeBron James and the LeBron James stat line. But like I said, he did make the three biggest plays of the game, which was the game winning putback he had, and also the two stops, the stop on Kawhi Leonard and the stop on Paul George as well, man. But that was definitely a lit game. The NBA really outdone themselves with the season opener, man. I was definitely geeked about that. And then of course we had the Pelicans. Who was they playing?
Pelicans and the Jazz.
The Pelicans was playing the Jazz. With all due respect to the Jazz, they usually don't look terrible on defense. They look terrible
Terrible, bro.
on defense, but I gotta give them credit because they did battle back and beat them by two.
Got the dub.
They got the dub, but I don't know if they actually won it or the Pelicans lost it
That's facts.
because, bro, you gonna play Zion Williamson 15 minutes,
15.
15 minutes. You talking about a burst time. He in the game for 3 minutes at a time. First of all, nobody can get in rhythm really in 3 minutes at a time. Granted, Zion did have 13 and 15, and I had predicted before the season started or before the 8 games started that Pelicans would at least play their game, play themselves into a play in with the A spot. But that's toast. That's totally out of there. They blew it already with the first game with the Jazz. They lost by one. Then they came out there and got blew out by the Clippers. So yeah, it's looking a little dim. My predictions are all already out of there for that. So it's looking like Portland might actually squeak into that spot for sure.
I agree. Dame and CJ definitely gonna get that A spot.
Facts. And man, as I was watching the NBA, man, I was also excited, man, and happy about how the solidarity of the NBA is, man. The players, the coaches, the staff, even the higher ups for the basketball was all in solidarity. Taking the kneel during the national anthem is definitely something that need to be talked about. I definitely love it because these players, man, they understand that it's bigger than basketball. And they understand that you can play the game of basketball, but also have a impact on social justices and injustices as well. So I was definitely geeked about that, man. You got the Chris Pauls, the LeBron James, you got the leaders of the basketball being actual leaders on and off the court, man. So it was definitely exciting, bro. How'd you feel about that, man?
Man, I felt great. Again, another shout out to Adam Silver just for letting them be themselves
Right.
and letting them show how they really feel. And just to have those leaders like LeBron, CP3, Melo, just the superstars in general, and all the guys come together and just show the world that they can be together. It's just a great thing.
That's facts, man. And I just feel like all their voices are being heard. The jerseys that they wearing, the courts that they playing on, the messages that they putting on their shoes, they write on their shoes. Everything is an impact, man. And we all know that sports is one of the one things that bring people together. And they're bringing people together to watch the sports, but they also showing them a message that the world need to see as well, man. So shout out to the NBA and the NBA guys, and also even the ones that stand up during the national anthem. As I heard, of course they shouldn't be vilified. If you feel like you need to stand up, that's fine. If your brother served, or if you feel like you have a difference of opinion, we understand. We ain't gonna vilify you for that. But for the most part, maybe about 5-6 people stood out of what 300 or 400 players and coaches and staff. So I think that's a pretty good job, man.
And shout out to them, even though they stood, they still understand everything that's going on and supporting their teammates for kneeling. So
Right.
that's all you can ask for is just understanding and support.
Exactly, bro. And that's what it's all about, man. And everybody I like what Donovan Mitchell did too. with the bulletproof vest, man, at the press conference, bro. That was lit.
Especially having everybody's name on it.
Yeah,
That
man.
was lit.
That was creative, man. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell. Shout out to the Spider for that, man. That was legit, bro. I was feeling that, man. Huh?
I'm gonna have to put my order in.
Man, I'm like it, man. Are they going on sale? I need one of them things, man.
That's fact.
For real. So shout out to my boy Spider Donovan Mitchell for that as well. What you think about Ja Morant? He done came back, seasons back in effect. Oh, young boy. You know, he good. He's still fresh. He was fresh anyway, so he even more fresh after 4-5 months being off.
Man, Ja's an athlete, bro.
He is,
He's
dog.
definitely an athlete.
A dog.
He had a slow start. He had a slow start to that game, but he definitely picked it up in the third and fourth quarter.
Facts.
He had a double-double.
What, 22 and 11 or something like that?
Yeah, 22 and 11.
Eesh.
But he didn't shoot too well, 7 of 22. But that all comes with rhythm. So 4 to 5 months off, he'll get back in rhythm. He's a young guy, so
He is, man, and they almost got that game.
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Ja was cooking, bro. In that second half, he was cooking for real. Like, he came out for a young player to come out and have a first half like he had that game. They tend to shut down, lose confidence, start passing the ball. Ja was like, nah, this is what I'm doing, I'm going at your head.
And that's that dog in him, though.
That's that dog in him. Like I always talk about him and Zion in the Rookie of the Year discussion. Of course, Ja gonna win it. He played 50 games to 20. You know, it's not. Not even up for a debate on that. But I always tell people that I feel like Ja is a dime a dozen talent, but it's Ja's mentality that will separate him from that dime of the dozen. You know what I'm saying? So like he could be, it's gonna be some people that's just as cold as him, but his mentality gonna separate him from the rest of them, bro. And that's just how I look at it. And when this brother add a consistent 3-point shot, you can forget about it. The boy attacked the rim like, bro, fearless, bro.
Fearless. And then you got young boy Jackson shooting them threes now.
Dog.
6 of 15.
Dog. I was watching Jaren Jackson, bro. He out there sniping that thing like a guard, bro. I remember I seen it. I think he had 33 points.
Yeah, 33 and 3.
What, he had six threes?
6 threes.
6 threes. Only thing I can say is I'm a little concerned about his rebounding. I don't know if he's spending too much time on the outside, because 3 rebounds as a 6'10", 6'11" guy and power forward or center, that's not going to be enough. So you still got to rebound the ball. But that's the only little knock I had on. Other than that, that boy was draining.
Yeah, he was.
I'm talking about shooting that mud. I'm like, bro, like, I know you can shoot, but dang, that's how you feel?
Yeah, and then definitely if they get that pick and roll going, what you going to do? Ja gonna go to the rack, or he gonna dump it off.
Yep.
And Jackson gonna shoot the 3.
Yep. And Jackson can shoot the 3, or you can dump it off to him. He can get the dunk as well.
But yeah.
So man,
rebounds. He gotta work on that, because he only averaging for this year. He only averaging 5.
Yeah, he got to get that up about 9, 10 for me. What's his second year?
Second year.
It's his second year, but still, he need to be at about 9 or 10, 6'10", 6'11". Yeah, you need to get that up about 9 or 10. That'll look way better than a little 4-5.
Yeah, he only 20, so
yeah,
he got time to improve.
He got ample time, bro. Like, all the time in the world, man. So shout out to that boy Jaren Jackson, man. He was getting busy. I gotta get to him, but they was going against old CJ and Dame Dollar. Shout out to my boy Dame Dollar. That's my favorite player, man. My boy Dame Dollar. It's Dame time. Every time he on the court, my boy be out there balling. But nah, him and CJ was definitely cooking, man. I think CJ McCollum, he needs some more recognition, bro. He need to get mentioned with the Bradley Bills and the Devin Bookers, bro.
Definitely.
Like, he a dog.
Bucket.
And his offensive packages. Did we really got to talk about his offensive packages? It's crazy. We got all night. We'll be here all night talking about his offensive package.
Bro.
All night, bro. But nah, CJ definitely a dog, man. I fool with him for real, man. I already know Dame Dollar is a bucket. And also, let me ask, y'all still don't think Melo can play in this league? For real?
Y'all sure?
Y'all sure Melo can't play in this league? Melo out here looking like the second year in Denver. Melo out here, man. Just less shot attempts. I might exaggerate a little bit, but he's still balling. Y'all get what I'm saying?
That first game back, he definitely was balling.
Bro.
7 to 10.
Bro. Against Memphis, right? That's the one against. Bro, and he hit, what, 2, 3 big threes?
2 big threes.
2 big threes.
7 rebounds.
Man, bro. So you at 21-7?
21-7 and in shape.
And in shape. The boy looking like Slim Mellow out there, man.
Slim Mellow.
I said, look out, boy. Moving his feet, playing some defense. So I was definitely happy. You know, if you don't know, Tracy McGrady is my all-time favorite player. Carmelo Anthony was second, and now it's my boy Dame Dollar. So shout out to my boy Melo, still in the league. Man, they was trying to act like my boy was washed up.
Hey, man,
but that's definitely
shout
not
out
true.
To, Gary Trent. He been hooping.
Hey, boy. Hey. Gary Trent, hey, shout out to them Duke boys, man. You know I'm a Duke fan, man. So Gary Trent done worked on this game, man, and he is up in there sniping. Man, you love to see it. Proud of that boy. Shout out to you, Gary Trent Jr. boy. Proud of you, man. You putting in that work over there with CJ and Dame, giving them a third option to lean on, or a fourth option behind Nurkic, because they got Nurkic back now, and you know he's a better pick and roll guy than Hassan Whiteside. He's a better offensive skill guy than Whiteside as well. Whiteside might get the nod on defense. But Nurkic, offense, is sweet, man. And he can knock down the three here and there. So I was glad to see him back, man. And then Gary Trent picked up his game, man. He seen that they needed a third or fourth option, man. So he been working. And he been working his tail off on defense, too. I be seeing him chasing people off the three, trying to lock up and everything, man. It's all about the effort.
Yep. And also having Nurkic back and Zach Collins, because, you know, Blazers started off rough. Then Dame Dollar came through. 40, 50-point games.
Man, dude was going on the absolute tear, bro.
Man, tear. But having Zach Collins and Nurkic back definitely needed for the playoffs. Like you said, Nurkic's offense game is smooth. Also, being able to put Whiteside in for defense is going to help too. They're going to need that.
Exactly, because sometimes you want to switch Nurkic out. Like in those possession-to-possession plays at the end of the game with 30 and 35 seconds, you can swap Whiteside out, put Nurkic in on offense, then swap Nurkic out and put Whiteside in for defense. So that definitely adds a dynamic to Portland that they didn't have at the beginning of the season.
Right, and also definitely got to get a shout-out to Whiteside. He's been having a good year.
He have
16 and 14.
He have
averaging right now for the season.
Facts. Yeah, he might be living up to that money that we was paying him down there in Miami now, down there in Portland. I gotta give him his credit. He out there balling. You know, different system, different point guard play, and everything. But he balling, man. He holding his own. 16 and 14. That ain't nothing to sneeze at for sure.
Sometimes you need to change the scenery. So
that's facts. You can Deion Waiters, J.R. Smith, both of them the same way, and they needed to change the scenery, man. They get out there and they balling.
J.R. get going though.
J.R. can get cooking. JR get cooking at any time, man.
Need it in playoffs.
You ain't never lie, man. Who played today? Cause I know we was watching that Milwaukee and Houston, man. I'ma say this. I ain't saying Houston can beat the Clippers or the Lakers, but you really don't want to play Houston if you're gonna end up playing one another. Cause Houston is just a team that even if you don't beat them, they gonna wear you down. They gonna wear you out. Russell and James Harden is gonna put that mental pressure on you the whole game. They gonna come at you the whole game, and then they're gonna be shooting threes from the outside. And they even though they may not shoot too high of a percentage, they get the cleanest looks from three in the league. Like James and Russ penetrate, bro. PJ Tucker wide open in the corner. Covington, he wide open at the top of the key. Daniel House, he wide open. Austin Rivers, he wide open. So. I mean, Jeff Green, he wide open. So, I mean, they get good quality looks, even though everybody might not agree with their playing style with the ISO ball and they create for everybody. You might not agree with the playing style, but I must admit that it is working. The only knock I can have is they don't finish defensive plays with a rebound because they're so small. You got PJ Tucker, 6'5", playing center. So, most teams kill them on the boards. And I feel like sometimes they should put Tyson Chandler in to get 10, 15 minutes a game just to change the dynamic of the game and then switch back to their small ball.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I think Tyson Chandler should get about 10 to 15 minutes. Like you said, may not agree with how Houston plays, but they get it done. And you definitely don't want to play them in the first round because you will be tired guarding James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
Bruh.
And like tonight, PJ Tucker 3 of 12 from 3. Those were wide open looks.
Wide open looks.
So if they can get him to make 6 of those,
5,
that's even better. Ben McLemore was 3 of 7. Jeff Green was 3 of 8. Once they start knocking down those threes, it's all about confidence and rhythm. 4 to 5 months off. Once they get that rhythm and that confidence back up, man, they gonna be hitting those threes, and it's gonna be trouble.
That's a fact, bro. Cause you got to deal with you got to deal with Russ And James Harden in their primes, bro.
Yeah.
In their prime, James is getting 4-point plays routinely now. He hitting the three and getting fouled, or he getting fouled on the 3-point line. Excuse me, going to the line, shooting 3 free throws where he 88, 89% from the line. For real, man. So that's definitely gonna be tough. I was watching them play against Milwaukee, and like, bro, dude literally getting doubled soon as he crossed the half court line, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally, like just getting doubled. Like who does that? Like who picking up James from 50 feet out, man? Like I know James, like chill out, man. But then again, he still can get around you, and he gonna make the right play. His passing, I think James Harden and his IQ is very underrated because people get so caught up into, man, he always flopping or he always trying to draw a foul. Bro, it's a skill. He added that skill. He ain't always had that skill. He added that skill to his game. He's seen how it's officiated, seeing how people be out of position. So I'm going to drive, I'm going to get the call, and I'm going to get the N one on you, or I'm going to make the right play. And he be having 3 or 4 people collapsing on him, and he just dump it off for like a wide open three. All they got to do is make shots.
Yeah, if you out of position, they gonna get you on that foul.
Yeah.
Wesley Matthews was playing. He was playing good defense, but he knew when he was out of position.
Yeah.
He knew they was calling the foul, and he looked at the ref and he threw his hands.
You're
Like,
like,
it's nothing you can do. Out of position, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. James done changed the game, bro. Because you got to guard him from like 40 feet out, bro. He going to drain you.
But it's hard.
It's hard because he can get past you.
And he's crafty. You know the dribble moves he gonna do, but he's left-handed too, so it's already hard for you to guard a left-handed person.
Bro, James is unstoppable, bro. And really, that's all. This dude is averaging what, 36? I know last year he averaged 37. Bro, that's some Kobe stuff, bro.
Yeah. Man.
Shout out to my boy Kobe, man. Kobe Bean Bryant, man.
R.I.P. bro.
R.I.P. man. Rough year for us for the basketball, man. But he was definitely doing what Kobe was doing in 06, 07. Just like straight scoring on people, just like 36, 37 a game, bro. And I feel like he don't get the recognition. He don't get the recognition that he deserves, man. Because people, like I said, people get so caught up in, oh man, I don't like the way they play, or he fouling or flopping or drawing fouls, bro. It's part of it. But you know what I'm saying, going to the free throw line 11, 12 times a game, and you shooting 89%, that's 10 points right there.
Exactly. And for his passing to be underrated is crazy because just 2 years ago he almost averaged a triple double.
Almost average, bro. And the triple double didn't come because of the rebounds. It wasn't the assists. You know what I'm saying? He was averaging 11 assists.
Yeah, 11 assists.
Man, it's crazy, bro. And scoring like that, what was it, 30 and 11?
30 and 11.
Same thing. Like so now you got a 30 and 11 guy. You got a 34 and 11 guy. Then you got another triple double guy in West that can average 30, 11, and 11.
Exactly. And he get boards.
And he get bored. So it's like that's just gonna be tough to deal with, man. I ain't saying they could beat the Clippers or the Lakers, but they definitely gonna run you raggedy, and you're not gonna want to play each other in the next round. So Clippers, watch out. LA, watch out. You know what I'm saying? That's a trap series for either one of them. And Denver as well. What you think about the Nuggets?
Nuggets, I like them. Guard play is good, but Jokic. It all depends on how Jokic play.
Mm-hmm.
He's the factor because Jamal Murray can go get buckets, but Jokic got to be in shape.
That's true.
Because at the beginning of the season, he looked terrible.
He did. He did. This break actually might have helped him. He wasn't looking relatively like himself to me as he did the year before.
Yeah, because he was definitely in MVP talks last year.
Right. He was nowhere near that this year.
Yeah, at the beginning. So I think this break helped him. It all depends. Actually, I really think Paul Millsap needs to step up this year too.
I do too. You said a word then.
Paul Millsap, he's a good, double guy, but he definitely has to step up in those moments because he can stretch the floor a little bit too.
He can. Sometimes I feel like in Denver it's not enough room for him.
I agree.
Like I feel like you got Jamal Murray, you got Gary Harris. What's the other young boy name? Is it Craig? Yeah. Or did they trade him?
Craig.
It's Craig. They traded Malik Beasley.
Yeah,
okay. So you got Craig, and then you got Jokic, and then you got Jerry and Grant that worked on his game.
And then you got somebody on the bench that don't get no playing time.
Man, Denver Nuggets, listen. I'm Lem James. I ain't saying I'm somebody. I ain't saying I'm nobody. If y'all don't play Michael Porter Jr., please trade him before he can go somewhere and start, please.
Please.
That boy is a bona fide baller and bucket, bro. I'm talking about 6'8", 6'9" with a burner, a handle, athletic. He got over his back problems. He sat out the whole year, so it wouldn't mess with his longevity, man. But I heard that they keeping him out because of defensive purpose. I heard he trashed on defense. That's just what I heard. Now I'm gonna have to watch some more games on him, but like I said, it's hard to get a good precise analysis on him because he don't play as much. But MPJ definitely need to be playing ball.
Yeah, but
for sure.
I mean, Gary Harris and Jamal Murray ain't that good of defenders either.
Yeah, but they effort is there though. But if you're not a good defender and you don't have effort, yeah, coach ain't gonna let you play. So I'm gonna definitely have to monitor that. But you got him coming off the bench,
Ball.
and Bo coming off the bench, bro. Don't Grant come off the bench too?
Yes. How tall is Ball?
7'2".
Well, the first game, it looked like he was in his KD package.
Bro, KD bag. KD bag came down the court. High. Right to left crossover. Stop. Pull up at the free throw line with the midi.
KD paved the way for him.
Hey, I said, yo, that's crazy.
And he been working too, so.
Right, because he looked, coming out of college, he looked very robotic, bro. And I was like, yeah, man, he ain't going to make it unless he get in the gym. So he put on some more weight. And that boy been in the gym, bro.
7'2", small forward with Jokic.
Bro. Then you got MPJ on the other side, or Jerry and Grant on the other side.
Jamal Murray and Bucket too. They need him to come back too as well.
Jamal Murray is cold, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Dude can straight up hoop. Like I remember him being good coming out of college, but I didn't think he'd be this good, or at least not this soon.
Yeah.
Like dude came out the gates, 18 a game, 20. I'm like, that's how you feel, Murray? Then him and Jokic being that pick and roll, and now Jokic can either shoot the three now or drive to the goal, and then he's an exceptional passer. So if you make a bad read, he gonna hit your man. He gonna hit the open man, or he gonna score the bucket. So Denver, no, they had number 2. They had number 2 for a reason. Why was the Clippers still number 2?
Clippers still number 2.
Okay. Well, they right there, maybe what 2.5 games back, or something close to it. Either way, they definitely could be interchangeable at 2 and 3. So Rockets better make sure they either stay at 6 and not slide to 7, so they don't have to deal with the Clippers, or number 8, where they have to deal with the Lakers. So if they stay at number 6, and then Denver stay at number 3, they'll be able to go against Denver, in which I think they could beat Denver too.
Right now, you got the Rockets number 4 right now.
Oh,
Denver number 3.
Who 5?
So first round of playoff start today would be Rockets and Jazz.
Oh yeah, they beating the Jazz.
Yeah,
they beating the Jazz. And I ain't even gonna lie, they gonna beat the Jazz. But like out of these whole games, bro, have you seen Karis LeVert?
You know I seen him. That boy out of Michigan.
Boy,
you know that's
that's
my hometown team. You know I already know about
it. Hey, bro, I was up here watching dude, in which I already had knew about him, but. When everybody locked in and you can watch games, they come on 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. You get a chance to watch the teams that used to wouldn't be on TV a lot. So, you get to watch Karis LeVert on TV, man. What a treat. Dude, a straight up bucket, man. I can't even lie, man. His whole game is just fluid, man. It ain't nothing that he can't do out there.
Yeah, he can play defense. Like today, he had 34 points, 7 rebounds, 11 of 25. Now, next year, he won't be able to take those 25 shots.
Right.
But if he can be consistent for Kyrie and KD,
yep,
that's going to be.
Yep. If he knocked it down to about 15 shots and be efficient with that, the more efficient he'll be, the more his shots will go up, the more opportunities he'll get anyway.
Right.
Because I don't see KD ain't really selfish. Kyrie do want to get his bucket, but his passing is underrated too. He's probably career average about 6, 7 assists. But they're going to definitely need a third option, man, and Karis LeVert is it. He is as sure as a third option going to get.
Definitely. Let's think about Joe Harris.
Sniper. Absolute knockdown shooter, bro, and he actually can put the ball on the floor now.
Yeah.
I was watching him today, bro, and he was putting the ball on the floor. I'm like, okay, JoJo, you been in the gym working.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You ain't just a spot-up shooter now.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy to see where he come from. Because he was with LeBron. LeBron went back to Cleveland.
I do remember that.
I didn't know if he was gonna make it or not, but he went down there and became the best 3-point shooter percentage wise.
I think he won a 3-point title too,
I think so.
if I'm not mistaken, a couple years ago or so. So he definitely been working on his game. He can put the ball on the floor now. So I'm like, hey, this
That's
boy
all
right.
KD and Kyrie need though.
That's all they need, cause bro, KD, they literally should at least be in the Eastern Conference Finals every single year if Kyrie and KD can stay healthy.
Exactly. With Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan.
Right, and Karis LeVert and Joe Harris, and they got Torian Waller-Prince, so they got some tough guys on that team, bro. They gonna be tough to deal with, man. They should slide all the way to the top of the charts once KD and Kyrie get back for sure.
Exactly.
Then you got Jamal Crawford. I don't know if he'll still be there by next year, but you got a bevy of guys that can get the job done, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes this summer. They might make some moves to add something. They was talking about rumor Bradley Beal.
To Brooklyn,
Yes.
ain't enough balls for Bradley Beal. There ain't enough basketballs to go around for KD, Kyrie, Karis LeVert, and Bradley Beal. I can't see it. I can't see that happen. And if I was Bradley, I definitely wouldn't have signed the extension to stay with Washington for a few more years, man. I don't know if I could see myself losing in my prime years like that, knowing that a team is not that good or gonna get better by adding pieces around. So I definitely would have left.
Yeah, definitely dropping 25 and then 30,
30, 30, 30.
and then you still taking an L. Like
That hurt.
do it.
Yeah. I definitely would have got out of there on that, man. Definitely. But I can't get up out of here without talking about my Miami Heat. Shout out to the Miami Heat. Smacked the Denver Nuggets. Straight smacked them. Definitely was impressed with that win, even though Jamal Murray, Gary Harrison, was Craig was out too.
No, Craig played.
Craig played. Well, I know Jamal Murray and Gary Harris was out, but nevertheless, Miami went in there and took care of business. We completely shut Denver down. I love our mentality, bro. We got like a 90s type of team where it's like not one big superstar, like big superstar. Like Jimmy is an all-star. He's an absolute star, of course, but he's not like a superstar and then the whole team is built around. We got like a whole solid team where everybody on our team can play and almost interchangeable, and we lock up on defense, man. So I'm definitely impressed. Shout out to the Miami organization, Pat Riley, Mickey Arison, Eric Spoelstra. Got them young boys in there, Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Derrick Jones Jr., man. So they team was definitely on it, man. They was looking at boys in the G League, got Kendrick Nunn down there. He couldn't make the Golden State team, but we was scouting him. Brought him into Miami. Now he's in the starting role, and now he's even a candidate for Rookie of the Year candidate, averaging 18 a game. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Tyler Hero coming out of Kentucky. I already knew he was going to grab him. But then you got Duncan from Michigan. Just that boy top 5 shooter in the league or no?
Yeah, he is. My boy Duncan surprised me.
Oh, wait.
He surprised me. I didn't think he was gonna do this well, but hey, my boy down there shooting lights out.
Bro, and once he start hitting him with the pump fake and then being able to put it on the ground even better, man, dude gonna be a dog. And then shout out to my boy Bam Adebayo, possible most improved player. Definitely came out the gates balling. He extended his range. Now he got the 15-footer. High energy guy. Can defend 3, 4, and 5 positions. Catch lobs, pick and roll, pick and pop. We got Kelly Olynyk who can pick and roll, pick and pop, can shoot, can dominate on the low post. So man, I'm excited about what we got going, man. I'm hearing that Victor Oladipo might be coming down to Miami. Now that's just what I heard. I don't know.
Hey man, definitely with that squad, like you said, no one superstar, so Victor actually fit right in
With Jimmy.
Jimmy,
My God, dogs,
and Tyler Hero.
dogs, bro.
And Tyler Hero just got to get back in rhythm because he was injured.
Yep.
Right before
Yep.
all this coronavirus stuff. So once he get back in rhythm, then you got former MVP Andre Iguodala
Iggy,
there for veteran leadership.
bro, and he out there hooping.
Yeah, he hooping. Hey, and also shout out to the OG of Miami, Udonis Haslem.
UD.
He's still on the bench. Giving that veteran leadership.
Shout out to Udonis Way down there in Florida.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's my boy. You did bring up. I forgot about Andre Iguodala, man. Veteran presence. Also James Johnson, a hooper, gritty, grinder, can switch him in at 2, 3, and 4 as well. So, bro, we got some players out there, man.
And then you got the athlete, the dunker,
Derrick Jones
Jr.
Jr. He dunking any and everything, man. We getting him to expand his game so he can stretch the floor at the 3 and work on his handle too as well. So once we do that, I'm telling you, bro. And Jimmy Butler being the leader with the dogs, man. His teammate in the locker room loving him.
Yeah, shout out to E. Spoke.
Eric Spoelstra, young E out there still getting the job done, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. I like Spoke.
I do too, man. He ain't just like as soon as LeBron left, he ain't just quit and be like, I'm gonna switch jobs or whatever. He stuck with it, and we got our program back together, man. And we in the mix, man. What, top 4?
Yeah, top 4 right now.
And I already said, when I speak, I'm gonna speak in logic. I ain't, I don't do the emotional thing. So I feel like we got a shot to come out the East for real, cause I feel like we gotta we present a good matchup for Milwaukee. We know how to seal that wall for Greek to not be scoring 30 and 40 points a game and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's our whole deal. It's defense minded, defense first, and we all dogs, and we get after it, man. And Bam Adebayo did a great job of guarding Greek Freak, of course, with help as well. So I'm definitely lit about that, man. And then you got that young Boston team.
Hey, man. Shout out to Jason Tatum, man.
Hey.
Jaylen Brown.
Hey, man. Jason Tatum came out the gates and shot 2 for 18. Brad Stevens, this is how much Brad Stevens knows his players. Brad Stevens said, man, the ball going through the hole is the least thing we worried about from Jason Tatum. That boy bounced back today with 34. What, 34, 35?
Yeah.
Sniping. I was like, Brad Stevens, boy, you was right. Shout out to Jason Tatum, man. Duke product, of course. And, man, Jaylen Brown don't get the recognition he deserved. That boy been working on his game, bro. When he came in, he was just like a defensive stopper and an athlete, bro. He got a bag now.
Yeah, he definitely remind me of Jimmy B, though. That's how Jimmy B came
Yep.
in the league.
Yep.
Straight defense, and he working on his game, but that boy hit some timely threes today.
Man, bro. Against Portland, too. You know I'm a Dame Dollar fan, so I was upset.
Yeah.
Because they was up by 20, and then Dame Dollar got hot, and then CJ started cooking. And it came down to the last 3 or 4 minutes, and Jaylen Brown was just making tough bucket after tough bucket, bro. He hit that 3 from the corner on Melo closeout. He hit that 3 from almost the top of the key. And then he had that turnaround jumper on Nurkic, I believe, and he double pumped it with the fade and made it. I said, oh, my God. This boy Jaylen Brown is then he had that dunk, too. And I'm like, this boy is a dog, man. And then they got Gordon Hayward, who's so smooth, silky smooth, bro. What, 6'6", 6'7", can shoot the 3, can dribble, can drive. So, man, Boston going to be a problem.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Gordon Hayward, man. He getting his rhythm back after that injury. He had an efficient game, 22.6 of 10, 4 or 5 from 3-point. So, he definitely played good. And they also won that game with Kemba on a minutes restriction.
Man.
And he was hurt on the bench he won.
Man, I was looking at him like, why was he on a minute restriction? Is he injured?
Yeah, man. I don't know what they was doing today. Maybe it was the lineup, but
I don't know what was going on, but I was like, a minute restriction for what? But nevertheless, Marcus Smart did come in there and hold his own. Of course, you lose a offensive dynamic if you put Marcus in the lineup for Kemba Walker, but you also add a defensive dynamic when you put Marcus in because Kemba can't defend as well as Marcus, but Marcus can't put on the offensive output as well as Kemba can either. So I mean, you get some more than the other on either side. But so the thing about it with Boston is they really got 4 guards. Like they got 4 guys in the starting lineup that can move like guards.
yeah.
And then you got Daniel Tice who plays his role very well. So you got Kemba, Jaylen, Jason Tatum, and Hayward. Yep. Like all 4 of those can shoot, dribble, drive. Exactly. With high IQs, man. So they definitely gonna be something. Then you got Marcus Smart coming off the bench. Man, they're gonna be tough, man. Ojale, Grant Williams. So you got a bevy of players, man, that's just tough. And then Brad Stevens, man, the dude's so cold with coaching and how he draw up plays and how he run his team, man. He's so smart with it. So they definitely gonna be a factor, man. I definitely want to see him how they gonna do in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think they'll do pretty good. I also like how Jason Tatum bring the ball up more.
Yeah.
Like point forward type.
Yep.
He getting the rhythm like that too, and plus he had 8 assists tonight too. So.
Right. He put in the work to deserve that.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely put in the work. And then definitely got to give a shout out to T.J. Warren, man. If I don't, my boy Micah David would get on my head if I didn't mention T.J. Warren and the Indiana Pacers, man. But they definitely played a tough game, boy. And he dropped 53 cooking.
Cook, yeah.
I'm talking about like home cooking.
Man.
Like his mom, like Martin's mom butter biscuits or something, bro. He was in there cooking for real, man. So
And
shout out,
cooking on the Ben Simmons and them.
boy. I was hurt too, cause I hate the Pacers. I'm a Miami guy. I hate the Pacers.
I hate the Pacers because my brother like them. Shout out to my brother Michael Davis.
Facts, boy. He gonna talk that talk, man.
Yeah,
But
he owe me about 3 dinners anyways from that Miami series when PG was in Indiana and LeBron was in Miami. So.
oh, word. Let me get one of them dinners.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Oh, cool. On Michael Davis tab though.
Yeah.
Oh, we straight then. Oh, we straight. We eating for free for sure. But shout out to T.J. Warren, man. That boy was in his bag. Even though I always felt like he had an offensive bag, man. But I don't know what it is about him that I feel like he's missing. It's something that he's missing, but maybe he just needs a new scenery, man. And he putting it all together this year. But he definitely came out the gates with that 53, and I was hurt about that because I like Joel Embiid. I like Philly. Philly is cool. I'm a big Joel Embiid fan, bro. He's probably he's the most skilled center to me for sure, and because he got the post up, the turnaround jumper over each shoulder, the 3-ball, the head fake and go, the spin. So then he blocking 2-3 shots a game.
Yep.
So I definitely gotta give him his credit, man. Ben gonna do what he do. Ben gonna control the ball, push the tempo, dunk on you with the left or the right, put the sweet little hook shot off with the left or the right, post you up some, drop some crazy dimes. I like Josh Richardson. Of course, he came from Miami. He was another young talent that we scouted. But we had to get rid of him to eventually bring Jimmy Butler in. But Josh Richardson is also good. And then they got Shake Milton, which he got a burner from 3. Shake Milton got a burner from 3. I seen people trying to blow up. They was trying to blow up that Joel Embiid and Shake Milton got into it.
Oh yeah.
On the side, but I'm like, bro, if you play basketball, that happens almost every other time out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. So I think they're trying to blow it out of proportion because they already was trying to say that the Sixers had locker room problems, man. So I don't think that's too much of a big deal. They probably kicking it right now, talking about that, laughing or something. But Joel Embiid also had a good game in that game too, 41 and 21.
41-21.
Man, I hate to lose games like that, bro. Man.
Yeah, but TJ was efficient.
TJ was cooking. He only missed
20 or 29.
bro 9 shots,
9 or 12 from 3. That's crazy.
75% from the 3-point range, bro. That's unreal. That's definitely unreal, man. So, shout outs to TJ, man. TJ was getting busy, man. So, overall, the whole weekend of basketball from Thursday all the way until today, which is a Sunday, the 2nd, August 2nd, it was absolutely phenomenal, man. The NBA did a great job for sure. I think Greek Freak will win the MVP. I think LeBron James could have won it. I think Ja Morant is definitely a runaway for the Rookie of the Year. Most improved player, definitely going to be out of Brandon Ingram. Bam Adebayo, I know that's your boy. Go and talk about your boy Brandon Ingram, Duke product.
Hey, my boy B.I., he definitely most improved, man. Should have been on the Lakers. They should have traded Kyle Kuzma. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Ingram is definitely the most improved player for the simple fact of just the improvement on the points and rebounds and assists and how he's playing this year. He basically was like, he was carrying New Orleans until Zion came back.
Facts.
And then I'm just so ready to see him and Zion work together to see what they can do for New Orleans.
Me too, if B.I. end up staying.
Yeah, but I don't think he's staying.
The fans was being a little rude to him
Yeah.
when Zion started playing and stuff, right?
I feel it's going to be like a Jabari Parker, Antetokounmpo type. They gotta,
okay.
Split. But I don't know exactly where B.I. would really go.
Man, he have a lot of options, bro. Cause a lot of teams gonna want Bi, man, and Ingram, even though he got traded, yeah, he's better than Kyle Kuzma right now. But when they was in LA, Kyle was putting up better numbers and was more productive, whether Bi was hurt or whatever the case might have been. But I also don't think Brandon Ingram would have been able to grow into the player he is if he just stayed in LA under LeBron, under AD. He wouldn't have been able to be that guy that we see them blossom into right now. 25, 26 a game, bro. It's gonna be easy, a breeze.
Now, do you think Kyle Kuzma could have went to New Orleans?
Absolutely not. And do what Bi doing?
Yeah.
No. You gotta have a special bag for that, bro. Like Bi, I'm not saying Bi is the best defender, but he's still gonna guard the best player on the other team, also, right. and he gonna hold his own, and then he gonna give you buckets on the other end. Like I just don't think. I think Kuzma may have hit his ceiling already. You know what I'm saying? He might have just hit it way sooner than Bi.
And he's definitely older too.
Yeah, so because he did what 4 years in?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
What was it at? I forgot the college he went to. For some reason, I want to say new something. For some reason, but nevertheless, I feel like he hit his ceiling really early, and LA jumped on it like, oh, we need to keep him instead of Bi. But everybody knew Bi potential was very KD-esque. Utah. That's where Kuzma went. I think he stayed 4 years in Utah, so he's older. And I feel like he hit his ceiling a lot faster than what Bi did. You know, for whatever reasons. I mean, they had a whole bunch of young talent, bro. Yeah. You know, everybody trying to find their own way before they could be a team. So that's all it was. So, I mean, Bi, like I said, he's going to be in the most improved player discussion. Bam Adebayo. Defensive player of the year, I think it's Anthony Davis. Greek so cold, he could be in it too. Marcus Smart is in the conversation as well. What other awards out there? That's pretty much it, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, that pretty much cap off the weekend, man. I'm just glad to see the NBA is back. I could turn off my regular YouTube, man, or watching old games, man, and then turn on my YouTube TV and catch a live game now. So I'm definitely excited about that, man. So can't wait to see what else the NBA got for us in store. Ready to see what that play-in gonna be like once the teams get in the 8th and 9th spot and they have to win 2 games to beat the 8th seed to get in. So that's gonna be
tough.
It's gonna be tough. But I think if Memphis stay at 8, Dame Dollar and them can beat them 2 times out of 3.
Yeah, they definitely will. Veteran leadership, just them having those veterans, it's definitely gonna help.
And then Dame them gonna be fresh now. You know they usually carrying the load, so they're gonna be fresh now. They're gonna be sitting down. But then you got young Ja over there that don't give a care about nobody. Like if you on the other side of Ja, man, he looking at you like a piece of meat, bro. He don't care.
Yeah.
That's that dog in him, bro.
Dillon Brooks gotta get going too, so.
He do. I like Brandon Clark game as well too, bro. Brandon Clark, he can hoop. Oh, and shout out to old boy in Washington, Hugh Chimera. That boy can hoop. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Hey, Thomas Bryant been hooping too.
Who?
Thomas Bryant, they center.
Oh, he sure have. Cause it's hard to like, huh?
He been knocking down threes too.
Facts. It's hard to get a correct analysis on them because you know team be like sorry, so you don't be want to watch. Like I ain't watching that, but Hugh Chimera, bro, dude can hoop.
Yeah,
he nice. He got the jump shot, the drive, the handle, and once he tighten everything up, the boy gonna be a problem with Bradley Beal and John Wall down there, man.
What you think about John Wall coming back? It's been a while.
Man, I can't wait for John Wall, man. I miss watching dude go coast to coast with either the right hand or left hand, finishing with a dunk. Probably about 4 dribbles he had to go, bro.
Yeah.
Gliding with the left hand.
Man, he's definitely smooth. I just hope he can stay healthy.
I do too, man. Because what was it, his Achilles or was it his ACL?
I think it was his Achilles.
Man.
He had 2 injuries. I think he got injured and then he fell down the steps while he was doing something at home.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. So, like I said, I'm excited about this NBA season, man. I'm definitely be giving updates. Shout out to everybody that will be tuning in to my podcast. I will be dropping regularly now. Have everything set up. Thank you everybody for being patient with me. Everybody that's tuning in, like I said, that support my brand. Thank you for my boy Izak Malachi coming on to be a guest. This will not be his last time to come on here and talk about it. So, man, that'll conclude this episode of the UnLEMited podcast. Ball is in your court sports segment edition. See you next time.